Hey, I'm Tim Riley, a wedding and portrait photographer and one of the owners of the RPG Key company. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how our studio uses the RPG Key for high-speed editing. The first thing we have done after installing the RPG Key is we've selected a number of presets that we commonly use by putting a number in front of them. So we've got like a low contrast black and white, we call it 04, so that it connects to the number 4 button on the RPG key. We've got an 07 for aged. We basically put a number 1 through 16 in front of our favorite presets. Additionally, in the library mode, we've gone ahead and we've set up our filters. We've enabled our filters right here. And then we're going to go and we're going to select filter by flag. It's our workflow theory that we like to reject images as opposed to starring them and then going back to them. So we edit out as opposed to edit in because we only like to look at our files once. I'm never actually going to look at this file after today because I will have made the changes I want and moved on. When I get to the end of 2,000 or 3,000 photos from a wedding, it feels good to be done. The last photo is the last photo, and I can move on to another job. So here we go. I'm going to narrate as I edit. So this particular file, I'm going to bring the exposure down a little bit. I'm going to increase my blacks, and I'm going to put a vignette on it. Okay, and I'm going to go to the next photo, and I'm going to hit the paste last key to do all the same things again. I like that. I'm going to increase my exposure a little bit more, and there we go. Okay, this file here, I don't like it, so I'm going to hit the reject key, and if you watch, right as I hit it, it's going to drop out of sight because I've set up my filter. So reject, boom, gone. Reject, gone. Okay. I like this file. It's a little bit bright, so I'm going to bring my exposure down. There we go. And doesn't need anything else. This file needs the exact same thing. You know what? I'm going to make it grayscale. And I actually don't like it, so I'm going to get rid of it. This one here, I really like this file. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the virtual copy button, and you'll see at the bottom of the screen it duplicates. Okay, so now I've got an alternate version, and I can feel good that the customer is going to get to see the original color, which I really liked. But when I took this photo, this is what I had in mind, was making the eyes pop a little bit, which is just a preset we have. Okay, there we go. Exposure up, a little temperature, and a little recovery. And let's say we want to put a gradient on this photo. So I'm going to grab the gradient tool with the keyboard and darken up there. And we're going to go to new. We're going to do another one over here. Just focus on the customer a little bit more. And let's do another one. There we go. I like the way that looks. It's very unique. It's kind of almost like a hand vignette. We could have done it with the retouching brush and exposure, but I like that look. So I'm going to go to the next file. Okay, so I'm going to hit paste last. Okay, and I'm going to grab my gradients because my backgrounds are pretty blown. And there we go. In the end, I probably would have gotten rid of this photo, so I'm going to reject it. I really like this photo. I'm going to bring the exposure down and maybe go with an old school color. Wow, I don't like that. One of the great things about having presets at your fingertips is that if you select one and you don't like it, it's so easy to just basically hit reset and select a different one. I'm going to grab that gradient again, put a gradient right here. Now I'm going to move it. There we go. That's what I had in mind when I took that file. Actually, I didn't take these files. These are from Tracy Taylor from Taylor Made Portrait Studios in Texas. So thank you, Tracy. Bring my exposure down. Okay, folks, you get the idea. You can work in the library mode. You can work in the develop mode. Okay, we're going to hit enter. We're going to bring the exposure of this photo down. Put a vignette on it. Exposure up. Our workflow is, of course, we're power users of the RPG key, so we obviously are a little bit faster than you might be right when you get it. But most people find they can cut their editing time in half with the RPG key because they're not navigating their screen looking for adjustments. If you were to watch me make some edits here, I'm going to edit with my mouse for just a second. So we're going to go to the next photo. I'm going to go to bring my exposure down and my recovery up. And now I'm going to go to the develop mode and I'm going to look for that vignette. You get the idea. It's laborious at best using a mouse with Lightroom. And with the keyboard, once you've learned the location of the keys, um, you should be able to cut your editing time in half without question. Most people find they can cut their editing time by about 80% with just a little bit of training. So there it is. That's how we use the RPG key. That's how we set Lightroom up for use with the RPG key. You're welcome to try the product. People who make the jump and make the investment, we train them personally over the phone how to use it, and we guarantee it. So if after a month you decide it wasn't a worthwhile investment, we are happy to give you your money back. I hope you learned something today, and thank you very much.